yesterday. There was sun and there was rain. Beauty in the Monday.
Hello, welcome back to Life of My Wife and happy
Saturday.
We got tag-alongs today. Yahoo! Yeah. So we're gonna take them to the Jolly Mug restaurant that we found a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go to the fire station museum.
That sounds like fun.
And then we'll go to St. Leon's nursery.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do today. And we've got our sweet and sour meatballs in the slow cooker.
Ooh.
Yeah. We're gonna have rice and veg.
Awesome.
So, looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, it is extremely smoky. Not as bad as yesterday, though. Yesterday was worse. And how I evaluate that is when you look across the field from my house, I can see those houses better than I could yesterday. So that's my evaluation. Yeah, yesterday they were much more hazy, weren't they?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, but anyways, we've got, what, 3 weeks before the kids come for a visit?
Woo-hoo. That is so exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
And Oakland got registered for nursery school this week.
When does she start?
Before she comes here.
Oh, wow.
And they're gonna have to pay for the week that she's here, but it was the only way to hold the spot.
Yeah.
And they need that. So yesterday they went shopping and Oakland picked out her backpack and her indoor shoes and all that, and her water bottle and all that stuff. So a true little girl, everything is frozen. Yep. And last night when it was bedtime, she wasn't too happy that she had to take her backpack off.
Oh my goodness.
Which is about the same size as her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Aww.
Oh, it is so funny. But I said, did you go to school? Because they went for an orientation, right? She goes, yes, I did.
I did.
And I said, well, what did you do? Play with friends.
Oh,
And
that is so awesome.
I said, well, did you like your teacher? Yes, I did. It was so cute.
That is
Oh,
awesome.
she's funny. So she's all excited about that. And with her being there, it'll be it's kind of a foot in the door for Cash to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that helps a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, they take the young ones too.
yes, they have a separate room, and then they have the nursery school.
Uh-huh.
And Oakland was 1 month shy of going to the nursery school opposed to the daycare.
Mm-hmm.
But because it was only 1 month, and by the time she goes, it'll just be a couple of weeks, they put her straight into nursery school.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, that beats moving her twice.
Yeah.
That's silly.
Yeah. So, and I guess what they do is each week they watch the kids, and the next week they kind of organize their activities and stuff as to the interests that the kids had.
Oh,
Isn't that neat?
that is really neat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
So, and rain or shine, unless it's, thundering and lightning or snowstorm or whatever, they go outside twice a day. And yeah.
Oh, yeah, because outside play is so important.
problem is they're going to have a hard time getting Oakland to come back in the house.
Yes.
Well, before bedtime last night, Hannah called me and she's laughing her head off and she's got her phone pointed out and I'm like, what? Oakland decided she was going outside and she was going to run and laugh and Daddy was going to chase her. Across the complex.
Oh no.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh dear.
Yeah, she thought it was funny. And then they get in the house and all you hear, Hayden, get your arse upstairs.
Oh no.
It was funny. Oh boy. Anyway, we will catch back up in a little bit. We're at Jolly Mud.
I'll move over here. I'll move over here. Oh no.
You want to sit there?
Kinds of goodies.
No, because then
Kinds of goodies. So I got the clubhouse and fries. You guys got burgers and poutine.
we did.
Same old.
Yeah. Every Saturday.
Ah, jail.
And I have it on good authority from people who have been on both sides of the jail, which the ones on the outside were police officers, and the people on the inside weren't. But this is a fairly good representation of it. Though these bars are probably a little bit older than what we used over in the real cells,
Right.
because we swiped these from St. Boniface.
Okay.
Just don't tell them that.
Yeah, you can see that I had to do a little bit of
Yeah.
retrofitting.
And if you want to climb, if you want to go in, you're more than welcome to. I can virtually guarantee that the door will not lock, but if it does, you see the bolts there. This is one of the things that's not terribly accurate. All you have to do is unscrew those bolts and climb out. Very simple.
You go ahead, I'll watch you. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, like, when you come here now, the city of Winnipeg, to understand that all these areas used to be separate. Separate
Yeah.
towns.
Yes.
Separate towns,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, I don't
See,
know what
Queen
it was like
Elizabeth and
at
King
the
George were here.
time, but the city of Towns were not really happy
Yeah.
wanting to join up.
I'll tell you, we lived in Ontario, like Trenton, Ontario
Yeah.
for years. And they kind of amalgamated all the small communities
Yeah.
there called
My mom
Bay
had
of
something
Queen
like that.
West. People
Mhm.
still call it Trenton.
My grandma had a
It's
round
kind of
one.
the same idea.
Yeah.
Now it's not a huge city.
I've
but
used those.
Yep,
they-
beat your
You won't
rugs.
find a lot of people that'll say, yeah, I'm
My
from Queen West.
washing machine
They'll
broke
say, yeah,
down.
I'm from Trenton or
And I used,
yeah, from here or there, yeah.
I used one of those to do our laundry. I did it twice. And then I went to the laundromat because my hands were just done.
What
So we
can
got, I mean, all
say?
of this stuff showed, like the kitchen and all sorts of other things that were in here. And I just recently learned from a former police officer that this was actually the break room.
Ah, so
I must
it's
admit, I have
fitting.
a hard time imagining
Small break.
how many
It's
you got in
tiny.
there at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The
no
fact is
kidding.
that the sergeant or whatever, the main person was just basically at that wall, so they hear everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you could do.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so we do try to tell the whole story of St.
Oh,
Vital.
a couple of ice boxes.
Because St. Vital, as a settlement, has people permanently settled going back to the 1820s. It's one of the original areas
Yeah.
of settlement outside of the Winnipeg area.
Hold this and I'll sign.
And you might recognize
Hold
the
this
name
and
of
I'll
that,
sign.
on the wall there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So the original bass player, Jim Hale, excuse me, grew up just across the street from here.
Oh, okay, oh, okay.
All right.
And one of my big things here is, and it probably offends all sorts of people that come from the North End, because they always think of the Guess Who as a North End band. But Jim Cale was from there. A bunch of the people that came in later, like Bill Wallace and the McDougalls, even Mike Hanford were for a short time part of the Guess Who. Gary Peterson, the drummer, worked in St. Vital. Randy Bachman learned a lot of his guitar skills from Lenny Breau, who in his day was one of the best guitar players in the world. And even, I always keep forgetting his name, Kurt Winter, who was part of the band later, well, he wasn't from St. Vital, he has Métis roots that go from St. Vital. So basically, almost every member, except for Dominic Troiano, who came from my province, has a connection to St. Vital, except for Burton Cummings. So it really is a South End band in the end.
Cool.
So that's one of those hills I'm prepared to die on. But then if you're not so much into the rock music, you want to learn how to play a shovel.
Oh my goodness.
And so all this stuff around it, like the plunger and all of that, those are all things he made into bows to play the fiddle.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
That's crazy. That's creative.
The walls around here are basically, these are all people from St. Vital. So this is our music side. Down there is sports, and here is more of a mishmash. The one down there, Jim Peebles, is a Nobel Prize winner.
Fred Penner.
Fred Penner, yes. He was, his first few months of life, he was right across the street from here.
Oh my goodness.
So it was a competition between the alarms from the fire station and Fred's wailing. But don't say that to him personally. And there's a bunch of pictures from the flood. So I guess you guys out west wouldn't have had that much problem in the 50s, or would you still been hit by it?
St. James,
It's on higher ground,
higher ground, but
especially where we were.
I don't
Because
remember.
Sturgeon Road is the highest ground.
Okay.
No, but I'm talking about
Yeah.
St. James where I grew up on Brooklyn Street.
Okay.
So
And we got two rivers.
Yeah, I
The
got
Seine
the two
over here and the
rivers,
red
yeah.
here. And basically all 20,000 people had to be evacuated.
Yeah, I know it's the downtown area got hit hard.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, or not funny, but this is one of the places that wasn't flooded.
It was just high enough.
It was, yeah, and I just found out why a couple of weeks ago, because I went to the Firefighters Museum downtown, or off of Higgins, and they're saying in the early days before the mechanical equipment, when they're pulled by horses, they were always built with a bit of a slope. So they built them up and put a slope so that the horses, when they're running out, get that bit more speed as they're going out. So that extra couple of feet made a difference.
Yeah, it would.
We've got a whole bunch of things here. We've got the early days in the Founders Gallery. We've got sports in there. There is a schoolroom. Down the hallway are pictures of the current schools in St. Vital that were on loan from the Louisville School Division. Then there's a bit of a job where we've got a couple of maps and some other interesting pictures.
So they just made this into a museum.
It's been a museum for about 15 years. The organization behind it is about 30 years old. So I've found like local families like mine have been providing stuff here. I'm always finding stuff that my parents donated that they never bothered to tell me about.
See, I grew up on Brooklyn Street, which was very close to number 1.
Yeah.
Became the 11 fire hall.
Yeah.
And I got a tour of that when I was a kid. As a fire hall.
Yeah.
Which is totally different.
Yeah. Now we have an agricultural room, and at the far end, we have a small toy room, a section on the wars, and then our section for the fire department. We've got a 1939 pumper that does run. And we're going to have it out on the road early next month, because we have, they have the St. Vital Agricultural Fair has been going on since 1909, pretty much, give or take a few years during the war, and so we're going to be driving it out there. And Jonathan is coming back home if he isn't already. Yep. I mean, it's not like it's new news to anybody. I think I must have been the last one to hear it. And this is the more local stuff. So we've got Football teams, we've got the high schools, the community clubs over there. And that section over there, okay, everybody here has probably heard of the movie A League of Their Own.
Yeah.
One with Madonna. A whole bunch of St. Vitalers, a whole bunch of Canadian women went down to play in the States.
Yes, I saw that at the museum in Carmen.
And one of the most famous or the best of them was actually Yolande Taillé, who is actually related to the Riels. And there's the canoe club back before TV. Oh, we got it.
Can you read this handwriting?
Bernie?
Okay, that's
Maybe.
one of my guesses. I put Bernie, Bunny.
I get Bernny.
Bernie thinks it's Bunny.
Or Burn.
I had one of those dolls, like that one.
So where did this come from? So this one, okay. I think I've seen that. Some things like this one. Okay. It's got street cards and it's got buttons and stuff. I don't know.
Very interesting.
My uncle had one of these.
Mm.
That's a milk cream separator.
Yep.
Okay, no, that's fine. Oh, did you see the fact that we had elephants in St. Vital?
Yeah.
That was also part of the agricultural fair way back when.
My husband's family were all volunteer firefighters in the town they grew up in. Yeah.
know, they're always moving stuff around on me, so I don't know what's what. What do they do? Oh, here, this is the thing I use as a skill testing question. Well, it's not a skill testing question as much as trying to determine what generation you're from. This was not the first mechanical truck they had.
Yeah.
The first mechanical truck they had here was this. It's an REO Speedwagon.
Yes, I do know
Exactly.
that band.
You see? Exactly. It's so good. It's really good when you got the grandparents and the grandkids, because the kids are going, and the grandparents are basically rolling on the floor.
We have a 15-year-old grandson that goes, "You knew that band, Grandma?" Yes, it was in our day. You are listening to a remake.
And if you ever make it to the police museum downtown Ontario,
Yes.
they have an REO Speedwagon paddy wagon. I
Oh,
gotta get in there one of these days. I just don't know.
yeah.
This uniform was from Wally Monroe. He was in the First World War. This is his dress uniform, but he was at the Battle of Vimy Ridge.
And you've got room for more.
Yes, well, we're actually we're just connected with Scouts in Winnipeg. They're going to be, this is going to be scouting and guides for them. There's a lot of interesting stuff that's happening. We're still trying to determine if the originator, David Powell, of the scouting movement actually was here. Because we know there was a clubhouse somewhere along here, and we may have a picture of that, of him at that clubhouse. But we haven't quite sorted that one out.
Cool.
Yeah,
Oh, I missed a room.
oh, yeah, I'm supposed to give you a
Oh
warning before
my
you go in.
goodness.
You have that.
I
People
do.
who do not like clowns or dancing
I
monkeys.
have that.
Yeah,
Our middle daughter, she
Yeah.
thinks clowns.
yeah. Oh, that monkey there playing the cymbals.
Yep.
Kids are divided on that. They love it because it was in a Toy Story movie.
Oh,
They
yes.
hate it because it was in a Toy Story movie.
I was gonna say, or hate it because it's has been in horror movies
Yes,
too.
and that's
Take a picture of this room when we go out, Kevin, so you can show Janelle.
those two dresses over there. Those are from the 1930s. They're hand-me-downs. The two girls in the pictures were, one of these days I gotta get the numbers right, were of a family of 6 or 7 kids. And the smaller one, actually, with the little girl wearing that, that's my mother's.
Oh, cool.
And she's still floating around at 97.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, when it's all out.
Yeah. Well, everybody had that in the 60s, I think.
Yeah, you still have
I
that.
still have it.
Well,
I had
would
those.
too,
I had these.
but that
The McDonald
was
toys.
mine. Yeah. Yeah. I like this because, you know, you've got these old things here,
Yeah.
and you've got these things here, but when you think about it, those are like 40 years old.
Yes,
at
they
least.
are.
Though some of the kids do recognize the McDonald's stuff, which I find kind of weird because they haven't been around for ages.
Our kids recognize shows like Little House on the Prairie and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff because I watched it.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Wow.
This picture here, I just thought was something that they made up some time ago, but it turns out that that steam engine is called the Alex, for Alex Logan, who was an early mayor of Winnipeg. And that pump, or that boiler, still exists, and it's at the Firefighters Museum down off of Higgins and Main.
Oh.
So this section represents a parlor or a living room from the late 1800s, early 1900s, and it's mainly built around Victor Major. You may have heard of the school. Major Drive is just down the road there.
Right.
He was a big figure in early St. Vital. He was a very successful businessman. He was the sauerkraut king of Manitoba, serving all the best places in Winnipeg. Back in the early 1900s, best meant you didn't have too many holes in your roof.
Right.
But he was involved very much in schools. He was involved in politics. He was the first Reed, which is like being mayor,
Right.
when St. Vital was finally called St. Vital. Because originally it was called St. Boniface, just to confuse it with St. Boniface. And this is all about the Métis. Since Louis Riel grew up here, even though he was actually born on the St. Boniface side, he spent most of his early days in St. Vital.
My mother had a coat like that.
Yep.
That's funny. If I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't remember it.
No, okay, well, if I've got this sign, I got this right. Just gotta check the sign again, because it's relatively new. At the top. Okay, so this would have belonged to the relative of this character here, Peter Todd, who was the first permanent English settler in St. Vital, even though he was actually Scottish. But we'll allow that for the most part.
We just made another trip to St. Leon Market. The guys are in there paying. Because the lineup's to Timbuktu, so you got some goodies. So we'll show them all when we get back to the house. Yeah.
Seriously? Is that what you're waiting for? All right.
The only haul is from the market.
Yep. Okay, so when we first went there, it didn't look busy until we saw the lineup. Because it's funny, because when we were there last time, it seemed like a lot more people, but the line was shorter. This time looked like a lot less people, but the line was longer. It's just weird. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we bought, now that the Saskatoons, blueberries, has caps, they're all in season now, so we picked up some local Saskatoons. These ones are a little smaller than what we've gotten before. I thought the other ones were bigger.
No, not much anyway.
You can definitely tell there's a color difference. Like that's when a lot of people go, oh, well, they're just like blueberries. No,
They're not.
They even have a different color.
And they have a different flavor.
Yeah. So they were $8.49 for the pint. Then the has caps for a half pint were $7.99. They had the color of a blueberry, but a shape of a small grape kind of.
Yeah.
And they're a little bit of a tart berry. Peas in a pod. So they were $2.46 for a handful.
I love just cracking them open and eating the peas.
Yeah. The onions, they were a good price because you actually get
You get a lot.
way more than what you get in the grocery store. And they're $1.99.
Yeah. And we got them last time and they were really good.
No, we got some from that. The last ones that we had
No, that was Petersfield
were
or
from
whatever it's
Peter's.
called.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
the guy out there.
Yeah.
Cauliflower, they were $4.99.
That's about anywhere.
The radish bunches were a good price. They were $1.79 or $1.99. The peppers are more expensive, but you're supporting local. So they were $8.43 for 3 of them. So they're $4.99 a pound. And then the Roma tomatoes were $1.94, $2.99 a pound. And then Kelly just got some watermelon. Normally $3.77 there, 25% off. So it was 94 cents off that. And that was it for ours. Grand total there was $41.11.
Ricky got some goodies too.
I do. I bought a basket of strawberries, and they look so delicious.
They are. I just ate one.
I'm gonna make jam.
They were $31.99.
They were.
Yeah.
And we also got some onion. And the onions were $1.99. We also bought some sweet potato, and they were $4.30.
You got a couple of those, didn't you?
Yeah. And we got some beets. The beets were $3.49 for this amount. And our total was $41.77. But 31 of that was.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
They do look. But there's some are small, right?
Yeah.
But they also look like they have a really good flavor. They're nice color.
All right. Well, we're going to do things a little different today. And we're going to play our games all afternoon, then have supper, and call it an earlier night. That's what we're going to do.
Sounds like a plan.
So, we'll see you in a bit. Are you watching us play cards? Yeah? Oh, you're going to get some Uncle Len Levins? Yeah? Good boy, uh-huh. Yeah.
So yummy.
All right, we have got sweet and sour meatballs and rice with mixed veg. Yum, yum, yum. It's hot.
But it's yummy.
Yep. And if anybody would like the recipe for these meatballs, it's very, very, very simple. And every time I tell somebody, they stick their nose up and go, no way. And it's not my recipe. I got it from somebody else. So, a box of your choice of frozen meatballs. Half of a bottle of, half to 2/3.
I used about probably 3/4.
Yeah. Of Catalina salad dressing. And a can of cranberries. And an envelope of onion soup mix. Mix that all together, throw it in the crock pot, and makes awesome meatballs. Or actually, it's really good on chicken too. So, we made. Yeah, but he wants the Cool Whip.
Yeah.
We made this fruit cake.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to that. And the strawberries are fresh from the market today.
So are the Saskatoons.
Yep, and
Yes.
and the has caps.
Oh, you got has caps in there too?
Thank you. Yes, I will.
Oh my god. Here, back up.
I'm gonna put it on the strawberry.
Those blueberries are huge.
Is that from us or?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not
You got there? What's up? What's up?
All right. Yummy? All right. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Yesterday